So, hi everyone, I hope you can connect now. We had again a problem with bit of a technical problem. Let me know if you're live with me here. Okay. Slow, yeah, babe. Is it working okay? It's a bit slow, yeah? But now, yeah. Hi everyone. Sorry, we are trying to go live and a bit of technical issues. I guess these are things you have to go through when you're learning, when you're new. Yeah, so welcome to Eco Natural Nails by Tomboys. Hello everyone, hello ladies, hello gentlemen, tomboys. They prefer to be called those ladies who, yeah, don't really. But I told them they can also come, they'll get something out of this. It's just for our natural, healthy nails. They don't have to be girly or ladylike. Yeah. So hello PyJammers, those are guys who, like me, have discovered, or that's what I explained last time in our last live stream. You know, yourself ready, because like for me, I do my nails just before going to bed. So I put on my pajamas, and that's the time that I give myself in the evening to do my nails, and then I'm sure that I won't mess them up, especially when I put polish after I take care of them. Okay, so maybe I'll do a bit of a recap what we did last time. I basically just shared a basic manicure, like just basically what I do on a general, you know, every 1-2 weeks when I feel I need to get my nails done. And I shared that I'd also like waited with polish for 2 weeks just to see how much it will hold, because I had some problems with some of my nails. They've been chipping and breaking, and then I thought it's also a good chance for us to begin, especially when your nails are not very good, that you just know, yeah, you know, they can get better, we can work together. So as you can see, this is what I was explaining last time. I have my left hand, the nails are quite good. I had to trim them down because the left hand has been misbehaving the last couple of weeks. I think I've been going through a lot in terms of, you know, stress situations, and then I didn't have a dishwasher at some point, so I had to wash dishes with my hands, although I use gloves. That's something we'll also talk about. But I think just the pressure, you know, knocking the nails as I, you know, did the dishes for, I think maybe for a month or two, and the nails have really broken, especially these two I showed last time. They are really not good, and the small nail was also broken on the side. So last time we tried to work on it and tried to, you know, like save it, and somehow it's maintained, it's been able to stay on. And then my thumbs have also been misbehaving a little. Yeah, so it's normal, and you can always start from again. I think at the end of the day, it's to know we are not really defined by some of our body parts. Yeah, of course it's good when you have nice nails or a nice skin or nice hair, but I think, you know, it shouldn't be like, you know, your world is falling apart because a nail broke, you know. So but I know the frustrating aspect of that, and maybe even just to say how it works, you know, sometimes like when you go for a professional manicure, sometimes they want, maybe like if these two nails were broken, if I went somewhere, they tend to tell you, we cut all the nails to this length, and that can be really depressing sometimes, you know. So I've also realized if I have to go to a professional place for my nails, for my natural nails care, I say what I want, you know. Even if this is how they do things, I tell them no, just let my nails stay the long ones, the ones that are not broken the way there, and we try to tend the rest. But if the difference in length is too much, then sometimes I tend to like trim them down, the ones that are longer. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the little background that I have. And I think because of my nails having, you know, like having a problem, I think I also realized normally I oil my nails a lot, and I had like not done like that the last couple of weeks, you know, like I didn't do as much as I should to make sure that they stay, you know, a bit malleable, not so like, you know, like they can easily break, especially when they're heat, that they're not so brittle. And so that's the therapy I want to get into, and that's why today I wanted us just to do some, you know, basic manicure, and then maybe we leave the nails without polish like 2-3 days, and all that like I'll do is just, you know, like just do oil treatments, you know, just because I didn't want again to start putting polish and then, you know, they don't have you know, proper oiling like I would want, so that I try to get them back to be a bit longer the way I like them. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start off by removing the polish. Yeah. So normally, I mentioned this last time for those who were around last time for our live stream 2 weeks ago. There are different kinds of nail polish removers out there. So I tried to look out for I tried to look for a polish remover that's not too, you know, not too harsh. Yeah, so like most of the ones that you'll find, they'll say, you know, like they're acetone free, you know, or like, you know, some they even add like oils on them. Like this one is quite an oily type. I have another type here which doesn't have any oil, but I find it's good sometimes when I need to remove you know, like difficult polish. Sometimes when you have polish with glitter, sometimes it's difficult to remove, and so I tend to use this kind of nail polish remover. Or for the sides, you know, sometimes when I've done nail polish and there's a little polish on the skin, I tend to use this one that's not oily. It removes faster, you know. Sometimes especially when you don't have the nerves and the time and, you know, the patience, so you just want to look for the easiest way out so that you can enjoy, you know, doing your manicure, that it's not really something that, you know, it's stressful for you. So let's remove the nail polish that I have. Feel free to ask any questions as we go on. So just write something, say who's watching, where you're watching from. That'll be good. Welcome again. So keep checking. Okay. So basically, the best way I've realized, or I've found out to remove nail polish is I put some polish remover on this cotton you know, pads that we have, and just put not so much, you know, and just run it on my nail, you know, and it's out. Yeah, so just starting from the back and put pressure downwards. So it really depends on the polish that you have. I think the more layers that you have, sometimes there's polish, maybe you need to put 2 or 3 layers for the color to really show. Then you might need you know, maybe to rub more, or you know, like, you know, also depending on the nail polish remover. Yeah, but this one I just do, you know, once or twice and it's out. Yeah, it's out. So we get that out. So I cut these nails or trimmed them down last weekend. Welcome to Eco Natural Nails. You're joining us again. Welcome again. If you're new today, welcome, and yeah, feel free. How oily, yeah, the nail polish is. I don't know whether you can see, it's really like full of oil. Babe, let me see here. Stuck. Yeah, thanks. So slower. Need to correct something, just wait a bit. Have to find a way to just improve on the, I hope the net you can see, looks like it's getting stuck a little. Sorry about this, we'll get around it. I shouldn't be doing this for long. Wait 1 second. Wants me to use everyone. I'm having a problem here with streaming. Please write a message if I use very warm water, very, like not cold, but just lukewarm water. Yeah, so I'm going to use that because as I said, this time, because I've used this nail polish remover that has a lot of oil, which is good for the nails, I just use a little water just to get, just the product out for today. Last time we did it with soap and water. Because I really needed to clean my nails, and yeah, show you how to do that. So we have that ready. So there we go. So it really depends. If you find like you have like maybe dirt, or like the nails are not clean underneath the nail, then it's good to like do the brush and soap step, and clean that out. Yeah, but as I said, my nails are really not dirty, and I didn't have to do that, so I just removed the nail polish. That I said is quite good because it has a lot of oil, and I'm trying to keep in oil as much as possible, so I didn't want to like start scraping them with soap and all, because as I said, these two nails are really problematic at the moment. They've been chipping a lot and peeling down a lot. The way that like you say, when you have a stocking, when it starts running and it can't just stop, and you have to just try always to rescue it. And the problem that I did, I remember, because I was so frustrated with the peeling, I did a lot of buffing, which was too much. I remember I felt very sensitive on this nail, because I think I really like buffed into into the skin. Yeah, so today I'm really like just like trying to do minimal in terms of that nothing rough, so that I can try and save especially these two nails and the thumbs a little, especially the right hand thumb. But apart from that, I just want to do like lots of oiling. Yeah, so maybe today what we'll do, we'll put some cuticle remover, just to get any cuticles that are around the nail that need to go, which I also don't have a lot this time around. Maybe in the next stream we could do a bit of removing any dead skin if there might be, but for now I'll just use a product, just put it on and wait for like half a second, and then we'll get the cuticle softened up, and then we can work on the nail. So just in case there's any cuticle buildup, the cuticle remover will assist in that. Babe, sorry guys that we have some technical issues, so come baby, I need to sort out something here. I know you can hear me. Today has really worked real bad. I've told them I can't see from there. Streaming from there. I think the ones at the back, there's some funny shops at the back. Yeah, those funny shops. A TikTok I might use. Okay, good. Just do. Just put the other ones, like 50 of them. That's what I don't need. I need to remove those pictures. I said I don't remove the pictures. The ones, these ones, a bit from here. They're not there. Nee, fair bitte nicht. They are still. They're not there on the phone. That's why. Then delete the pictures. Just go pictures 2028. Yeah. I think I need to disconnect that phone. First remove it. See, it's showing. Hi everyone. So now please, I'm having a problem with my streaming. So I'm trying to get an alternative for that. Just hold on, and we're not staying too long. Write something, ask a question as we wait. By saying the streaming is much better, getting to that. So need to Nee, Uber bitte nicht. Bitte nicht Uber. Babe, if it's a few, it's alright. Ja, danke. Dankeschön. Hello everyone. Hello, trying to get back. Please let me know if you can see that we can continue. Just write something that I know. Because apparently I'm back now. So, okay. So assuming we are back now, I'm just going to now show you, that's where we were, just putting the cuticle remover. So so okay, so this one, these two, the two nails that I'm doing last now are much better. They're much better. So now we do the, so once we put the cuticle remover, all we need to do is just push the cuticle because now it's softened out. There are different types of cuticle products, you know, just that help the cuticle to soften, that you can, you know, like work on it, push it, or, you know, like if you really need to trim dead skin, that, you know, it helps in that. So some are like this, they look like polish. There's a specific one like this one I used last time, or I even have a pen, you know, you can also get, this nail polish, this nail care. Yes, so such a pen also. So there are different types that you can get out there. Just make sure that you know, you soften your cuticles before you start pushing them, so that you don't hurt yourself, you know, and open up skin, and you know, then you might get an infection, which is not good. Yeah. So and what did I want to say? If you don't have a cuticle lotion or cuticle remover, I've realized sometimes you can use like just a light cream. If you have a light cream that you use maybe for your normal body skin care, you can just put that, like, you know, those light baby creams or your lotion. You could use that. You know, it's, I think at the end of the day, it's better do something than don't do anything, because maybe you don't have something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using a wooden cuticle pusher. I also have a favorite that I have. This one, it's made of plastic. I like it very much because I'm able to carry this one. It has also a fine nail file here, and sometimes when I need a sharp edge which is smoothened, to push also some places where I feel I need to, you know, like more sharper, not sharper to cut, but it's really smooth, but it helps me push the cuticles places where I feel like it's stuck, or the rubber side is not good. Yeah. Also, these pens, sometimes they come with a cuticle. Just wait a bit, whether I have one. I have to. I'll show you next time. Just wait. Let me show you. There's some. I'm back. So put this back. Can hear each other. So like this cuticle pen here, it has I don't know whether you can see nicely, but it has this part, you know, like where you put the nail and you can push. We can use this for now. I hope you can see. Let me try. Okay, so you just push the cuticle, your skin back, but not so much, because you don't want any tears. You don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah. So I find the left hand, as I said, is easier for me, for those who are right-handed, to work with. And what I feel when I'm trying to get the cuticle out, you can see like here there was some rough dead skin. So you can actually feel where the dead skin is, and where you need to like push it out and get rid of it. Yeah. So it's just patient work. And I saw, as I said, you can improvise these things sometimes, you know, if you don't have them. I'm thinking of someone who may be starting out. You've not, you know, like bought your nail stuff already, and you don't wait until when I have everything, then I'll start doing my nails. Yeah. So like I found people saying that you can use like a plastic spoon, and you know, like use it to push your cuticles. So, or just your fingers, huh? So like sometimes, and that's what I do sometimes, I just use my fingers, and I, you know, like get the skin back. But as I said, because I'm having a problem with my thumbnails, I don't want to expose them to pressure, extra pressure, that they're not breaking and splitting more until they start getting better. Yeah. So I've done my left hand. I feel quite good about it. As I said, I don't really have a lot of cuticles, and I can feel it. So I'll use this sharpen because this one has a bit of that. So you can see, I don't know if you can see some bits coming off. I can feel even it's rough, yeah, where I feel like the cuticle is really stuck onto the nail. I can feel it. So you can see them coming out, yeah. Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm done with the right hand. So I'll move to the left hand. It's just practice that you have to find out, what works for you. How are you able to, work on your left hand, your right hand using your left hand if you're right-handed, and the other way around. So like I normally find when I use a surface to give me grip, I'm able to do my right hand better using my left hand because I'm not left-handed, yeah. So again, I'll just go through to push back the cuticle. Maybe I need to come nearer so you can see. Just pushing it a little backwards. And I think also you're trying to look at the shape, yeah. Sometimes you find one side of the nail, like the nail has really grown onto the nail, so that at the end of the day, your goal is to make sure that you have a well, curved, rounded, nail near the nail bed, yeah. So push on that. And I come to and sometimes in between, if you feel like your nails have gotten harder again, you can still go back, put in a bit of cuticle remover, just so you're able to get, all of it out. So then we continue pushing. And I think sometimes, we assume, why should I do all this? It makes a whole lot of difference when you work on your cuticles and you push them, because sometimes, especially if you don't have a big nail surface, it helps your nails to look, like they are longer and they look better, So just pushing the cuticle back, just to where you feel it's, the natural place without tearing anything, then you're good to go. Yeah, let me turn a bit like this because I want to work on this side. So coming out a lot. The poorly nails have also been having a lot of cuticle. So feel free to ask anything or to leave a question as we go on. Nice to have you around. So I don't know that you can see I have a lot of cuticle coming out from this nail, and I can still feel, and I think that's also one of the problems that these nails have been having. Maybe I just disowned them somehow. Poorly nails. So they'll get better. So for some of us who are having short nails, then we are together, we'll work on them and try grow them out. So pushing, still need to push the product because I can still feel the roughness. I have a lot of dead skin on this nail and I got to get it out. And maybe that's why it's for real just has been breaking. I don't know that you can see this. A lot of dead skin. A lot. Second. Sorry, I know I might be covering what I'm doing, but sometimes I need to go around the other side. Maybe I do it like this. But yeah, I've gotten it out. So a huge piece was stuck there, giving me a bit of challenge. So I feel so much better on this nail. I think I've really disowned it in terms of cuticle removing. It really has. It had a lot. It had a lot of that. I feel better. So one more round this side. So you can see just a lot of cuticle coming out from the nails. It has to get out so that our nails can breathe and grow. Yeah. I'm still here. Like I'm going inside this nail, the two nails. So look at the skin coming out, dead skin coming out, yeah? And it's just really just pushing and pushing, and I think I'll add a bit more. And I think that will really help the nails to just get into what they should be. This been, I'll still add on this one, just that was terrible. Okay, let me get to the next one. They needed this. They needed this. We did remove cuticle the last time. I think we did it very briefly. And I think the next time I'll try that I remove also dead skin, cut off any dead skin, because it has a lot to do in terms of how the nails are doing. Yeah. So we have to help them in all ways. Yeah. So let me. So that away. Okay, let's go to the next one. These two are not really so bad, but I hope they don't also have a lot of cuticle. Yeah, this is a bit. Removed some, not so much. Let me turn a bit. Can feel a bit of roughness also on this side of the nail. Just a bit more. I think on this side I have to snip off something. Just a little, you can see. Just on the side, I feel like I have very careful not to snip. Yeah. Okay, let's turn the other side briefly when I'm done. Then it's the last nail. Today, as I said, we're just not doing any polish. That's what I decided for me. I need to take some 2-3 days of polish and just really oil the nails. Then we see if by next time when we meet they'll be better. I'll do that also the week after, just to, you know, give the nails some time to breathe with no polish, but also avoiding a lot of water contact, you know, like if I have to wash any dishes, or yeah, get into water, that any house cleaning, that I wear gloves, yeah, my cotton with cotton lining, so that I can help the nails a little. Sometimes I also find when you wear polish the whole time, I don't think it's the natural way of doing stuff, because they are covered the whole time. So I also would recommend, maybe if you're able to, you get a polish that can like breathe. Yeah, there are some that they're making nowadays, or just stay off the polish for some days, and then that's okay. Yeah, that helps a lot. Okay, let's do the last one. Okay, so let's just push it. Minute. I feel like I'm really going under. I'm still here. Hi everyone. I just really need to see what's happening with these nails. I'm about to be done. We're on the last one. This one I told you, for those who were here last time, it was also breaking on the side, but we tried to rescue it a bit, like on this side. It had broken a bit on this side, but I've like tried to just tell it, please don't cut through, don't break through, and it's been doing a good job. So I've also been trying like to make it shorter, so that the shape is not like like on one side it's like sharp going towards the other side, and the other side is more square, because I like my nails to have a square shape. That's what also works for me, that they don't break a lot, but with rounded edges on the side. Yeah, so, and then the other thing, we're going to move into that now, just filing a little. One thing I've discovered that's worked for my nails in terms of protecting them from breaking is avoiding to file on the sides. You avoid touching the sides a lot, because they tend to weaken on the sides when you do that. If you like file the sides, and they tend to break. Yeah, so even when I go for a professional manicure, I tell them, don't touch my sides, don't touch the sides as much as possible, if at all, only maybe to like when I do my shape, that the sides are not too sharp, then just a little on the side to round off like once or twice with a very fine nail. And I think that's also the next thing we're going to talk about, what kind of nail files are good for your nails, so that they can for your natural nails, that they're not going like splitting and breaking. So when you go out there, you find lots and lots of nail files there. You'll find metal nail files, like this. I hardly use them for filing my nails, but if you don't have anything, it's better you use it than nothing. But you really use it very, very gently on your nail, because your nails are natural, and if you're too rough on them, like shaking them to and fro, they'll the pressure, they'll just start maybe splitting from the sides. Yeah, and so filing with on like how they say, like if you file from one side to the next, from one side to the next, or the other way around, like so, assuming this is the metal nail file that you have, that you want to start using your nails with, like let's start with this nail, like you just file like one side, you finish and then you do the other side, not to and fro at the same time, because it puts a lot of tension on your nail and it's going to break. Yeah. So then we have other nail files. I'd shown them last time, so we have different other kinds of nail files. You know, like they look like they have sandpaper on them, you know, like, yeah, the sand granules are here. And what you need to do is, when you're buying a nail file, look for one that is very fine. Yeah, so they have numbers, and I think the higher the number, the better, because it has more sand granules per, you know, per whatever amount of surface that there is, and they tend to be better for your nails, yeah. So my best nail file that I've been able to keep, and I've seen a lot of difference, and even when I file my nails, sometimes I've never seen the nails breaking when I even do to and fro when I'm filing, because it's a glass file. It's very, very fine, you know, it's so fine, you know. And so this is what I use. So if you can get a very good glass file, that would be perfect for your natural nails, and it will protect them from, you know, like chipping and breaking a lot as a result of filing, you know, because we're trying to help our nails to not to break at all, where we can avoid them from breaking. Yeah. So what I do is that, as I said, because it's very fine, I normally also can do, you know, both ways, and there's hardly pressure on my nail. But if you also want to do, you know, like one side, sometimes I find like I'll never finish, you know, but since it doesn't really affect my nail, I just do what works for me. So as I said, officially, I'm not an official nail technician. I've just learned these things for myself at home, you know, out of, you know, doing it for myself, out of the experience that I have for, you know, working on my nails. And so I just work with what works for me. So I think also that's the idea. So work with what works for you, you know. Of course, the tips helps, and most of them, you know, are, you know, almost like universal, you know. But sometimes you find like there are some issues that we'll discuss about, you know, like you know, what kind of oil should you use on your nails, you know, on your hands? Is it one specific oil, or, you know, are there other oils that you can also use? And maybe sometimes it depends on your genetics, maybe you know, or what is available where you are at. So just try out things and see what works for you, you know. But basically the idea is to make sure that your nails are, you know, like flexible, they're not breaking. So I said here, I just file a little on the sides, you know, just to make sure that it's not, you know, sharp, that it doesn't snag on things, my nail. It can be very irritating. So I just run a little, and then, you know, so I filed my nails. So again, I'm not doing much, and I like the length so far. I told you I minimized it this last weekend, so I'll just you know, just check where I need to improve in terms on maybe reducing a side of the nail. But I think I checked on that. So what I do is, as I said, I normally check from the back of the nail, and I'm able to know whether I need to file one side more than the other one, so that they are the same. Yeah, because as I said, I do a square nail. I do flat. I make flat, and then I round the edges a little, just very little. Yeah. Another thing I found, if I don't do enough filing on the tip on the side, sometimes the nail is too like heavy and thick, and sometimes it tends to cut here because it's too heavy. So just try and check the shape, how you know, the shape of your nail is growing out, and keep it proportional, that it's not growing like, you know, like this outwards, you know. It will be too heavy and it will cut. It will start cutting at the point where it's starting to grow and stand out on its own, where there's no nail bed. Yeah. Okay. So we do this. As I said, just do a bit of the rounding. The just need to check which side. Okay. And also during the filing, I also do like, you know, like just on top like this after I finish, just to make sure that you capture any rough edges. You know, you don't want any rough edges remaining, because they'll pull on stuff, you know, on clothing, on, you know, as you go around, and the nail can split or break or chip, and it can also be very uncomfortable. Yeah, so so I normally check. So as I said, I think I need to push a bit this side just to check the shape of the nail. It's not so symmetrical. So look at the nail, just chipping away. No, just needs a lot of tender loving care here. No, that needs to grow out. So I'm really trying to, you know, like just to help it out. Yeah, the same with this, you can tell. So once they grow out, then they'll be fine. Yeah, so I am doing very little in terms of touching on these nails. There's hardly no nail. It just broke. It's the one I told you I really buffed, because I was so, it was just chipping and chipping without no end, and I just did a mistake and really buffed it up with this. Yeah, so it's good to buff, but you need to know how much. Actually, this side of the buffing block, you know, my block is rough. It's like almost like this sand nail files. So, you know, it's the first like step that you use on the block, then there's step 2, step 3, step 4, and they become really fine as you go along until you can buff your nails with this, you know, the fourth side, which is really, really smooth. Yeah, so I'll just see what side to use, so that, because like this one is having a lot of, you know, like almost layers peeling out, I'll see what to do. Maybe just a little, or as long as it's, I can't feel anything, I'll maybe seal it. You know, after the 2 days, I'll make sure I use a nice nail strengthener or base coat and just seal it, continue to seal it. And that's the challenge, because when you polish, whether it's with base coat or polish, you know, with polish, your nails are protected, you know, as opposed to when they are left exposed. But I had determined to breathe out my nails, because as I told you, I'm a bit, you know, disappointed, especially with this hand, and I need to start afresh and give them the care they need. Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to see, my nail is hardening, I need to oil, so trying to see. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the shape. So again, I go a bit on the side. Go a bit on the side. And then the last nail. as I said, you go over, and I think, as I've said, I'm going to buff a little it, or I just leave it. I think I just leave it, because as long as I don't feel anything, sometimes I try when I'm finished with filing, yeah, I try on fabric, you know, just on, like on your towel or whatever you're using, then you can feel like there's a bit of rough bit, just a small. So I'll just do, that's shape one, step one, just a little. I can feel it, a bit of roughness, but this, it was not a chipped nail at all. I'll just take it through the steps. Yeah, so these are the nails now. So what we'll do now, remember I put cuticle remover, yeah, so again I'll go, maybe this time yeah, again with the cotton wool with a little water, because as I said, I avoid using like polish remover or alcohol, anything that's not, you know, that I feel it's not, you know, like may not be very gentle on my hands. So I'll just go again with a cotton pad and just clean away, just remove the cuticle remover. And then just dry the nails, yeah, just use a towel. You can even use an edge of the towel and wet it a little, and you know, you're sure you have no product, because that's what you want, you know, that your nails are clean, and as I said, they're breathing, they don't have anything. And that now the last thing that we'll put is oil, yeah. So I have different kinds of oils. Last time I showed you, you know, you can have this is a hand and nail cream, just that I picked from a drugstore that I normally use. Just pick any that's there that says both hand and nail. And then I have macadamia oil. I just have all types of oils. I have avocado oil. I have your jojoba or jojoba oil. I don't know how you say it, we just call it jojoba oil, yeah. I have coconut oil. So just take any oil that you have, you know, and just today maybe let's use macadamia oil. So what I just do is simply just pour some. And also another thing you can do is warm the oil and like do a hot oil treatment for your nails. You know, you just dip them in the warm oil for a while, and that also is quite good for your nails, yeah. So I normally put on my palm, and I'll just rub my nails all over, yeah. Then I have this one on this side, so, and just rub into the skin. And you know, this is just also a way like massaging, circulating, you know, just to give your nails some tender loving care, that blood is circulating, because you need that for them to grow. So another thing that's really important, because we're saying oiling is very important, you have to now think about the back of the nail, yeah. So remember, we've done a lot all over, yeah, on the nail, yeah, on the nails, everywhere, yeah. So you need to find a way of putting the oil on the inside, yeah. So I have there's a cuticle softener. normally you can go for a nail care pen. This one has rich oils and vitamin C, or you can also use you know, even an empty nail polish bottle. You wash it and you put oil, and then you just use the brush to, you know, like get the oil under your nail. Yeah. There are also nail brushes that you can buy, but because I think I always have the pen, but I could do that, you know, just to show you in one of the live streams later what you can do, you know, just to make sure that you have oil that you can put, you know, under the nail. Yeah, so this is what you do. This one is already, this is a pen that I've bought already. I just need to tilt it and, you know, just the oil, put the oil under. Smells really nice. Sorry. Oh, this one is almost no no nail, you know. So I'm just doing, I think this one even just got it, but this one has need to go under. We'll just do from under and do this from under. Yeah, very good. So now that we've done that, so you can see I've done the nails, and I said I trimmed this hand because they were too long compared to this hand that has been breaking a lot, and these two nails we need to watch and see how we are working on them so that they so if your nails are this length, let's start here with your nails. So I was glad that they actually broke. That you know, sometimes we all don't feel intimidated if our nails are breaking, and you know, or we have short nails and we'd want them to grow, just that, you know, it's a process, you know. So we'll do this and continue doing it and use all those tips that we have, just to make sure that we are getting the nails to grow. Yeah, so this is how I leave my nails for 2-3 days, and then I'll put some base coat for 2-3 days, and maybe after, yeah, now a week I'll do polish, you know. Yeah, so I'll maybe post a picture or two on my social media, for maybe Facebook or Instagram. Then you can have a look at that, and then we'll meet in 2 weeks time again for our live stream. Remember I said, or as I've informed you guys, we normally meet you know, every other Saturday, which is an odd numbered Saturday. Yeah, for now, so that, you know, we're able to share, you know, how far, you know, have we come with our nail journeys, and just work on our nails, you know, in a relaxed way, you know. And that's what I say, like, so sometimes, like now today I don't have a big issue because I don't have any polish, but when I do polishing, then I told you I normally get ready, you know, I put on my pajamas, you know, just the way that I'll jump into bed, and you know, then I avoid the nails, like, you know, getting smudged. That's my way of doing it. Or if I have time, then I can just, you know, like sit before you know, on a couch watching something, you know, before TV, and just watch something and, you know, let the nails dry. But I find the temptation, you know, sometimes you see things in the house and you're like, oh, I need to clear that, I need to pick that, and the nails, you know, like get smudged, and it can be very frustrating, you know, for that. That's why I like wearing my pajamas and I'm ready when I'm doing my nails. Then I know, you know, I just go and lie in bed and I know I won't do anything. I think I've learned, you know, then I never smudge my polish, and it's able to, you know, to come out well. Okay, so then see you guys next time. Take care, and feel free to ask any questions if you learned something new. I think that was what someone mentioned last time, you know, like they were really you know, they didn't know about oiling, you know, oiling their nails. And I tell you, that's one of the basics if you want your nails to grow. And I think, as I said, these two nails and this hand, I had ignored for a couple of weeks, you know, in terms of oiling and doing my usual oiling, you know, every day. So make sure you have oil around, you know, and just every time you, and especially when you handle water, make sure you immediately oil. And any time around, like 2-3 times a day, just rub oil on, you know, your whole nails and on the cuticles, and especially also before going to bed. So like yesterday, what I did, I wore my hand gloves. Maybe that's the last thing I'll mention. If you're able to get some cotton, you know, cotton gloves to sleep with, then, you know, especially just to, you know, moisturize and, you know, keep your oil in and lock it in. So like the next 2-3 days, I'll also be sleeping with this, you know, when I oil my nails, so that they're able to get their moisture back, and hopefully, you know, they'll pick up in terms of growing. Yeah, so we'll see how they are picking up. Let me know what you need to know, what questions you have, in case you have any questions, and then we'll see you in, I think that will be on the 19th. Yeah, let me check. Yes, on the 19th of March, we'll hook up again. And I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, remaining part of the weekend. And yeah, let's stay around and take care. Bye-bye.